Hey, Thunderbolts, George Jimenez here, and I'm here with Stéphane Roy, executive producer of Deus Ex, Mankind Divided.
Yeah.
How are you? Bonjour.
Bonjour, ça va très bien.
Oh, wow. That's all the French I know, so
Perfect.
we're stuck here. So let's talk a little bit about the new Deus Ex. The last one, Adam Jensen had to make a big decision. Where are we now? What is the state of the world that we're in right now in Deus Ex?
So the player had to make a big decision. So where we are with this game is 2 years later, and the starting point is really just before the big choices you were talking about. There is the what we call the augmentation incident. You know, augmented people being crazy and stuff like this. So we decided to start with this big incident and not with a specific ending, because we would just want to make sure that nobody, if we go with the specific ending, all the other player will feel that it's not exactly what they decided to. So it's with this big incident, so we are 2 years later. So Human Revolution, it was the kind of golden age of these augmented people. You know, it was really sky is the limit. With this, it's completely the opposite. Now it's the segregation. You know, these people, we look at them, but people in 2029, it's 2 years later than Human Revolution. These people now, the augmented people, it's really that we don't like them. It's they feel they are dangerous. People are afraid with them. So it's really segregation. That's why we talk about a kind of mechanical apartheid. So this is where we are. So the golden age is definitely behind us, and we're in this new universe.
So what does that mean for Adam Jensen as the main character? I'm guessing now you walk into a new place, people are going to see that you have cybernetic augmentations. Is the world around you going to treat Adam differently now because of this, or is it more like dependent on areas that you go?
Exactly. For Adam is a famous sentence for the first game is I never asked for this, right? This one is the opposite. He's really an actor. He decides what he wants to do. So he has a kind of a double agent role in this game. But what is interesting for Adam is he's augmented. So I told you in this game, augmented people look suspicious. So he's like this. But he is a shiny augmented guy. You know, he's really big, very powerful. And augmented people in this game are, you know, in a ghetto and stuff like this. So with normal people, he looks like he is augmented. With the augmented people, he looks like he's bright, shiny, and stuff like this. So he's not really part of them. So he's a kind of a loner. He's kind of alone, you know. So he's working and he's deciding, but he's not anymore. I never asked for this. He's really now acting and trying to discover what's going on.
So on top of this kind of, you mentioned this kind of cybernetic apartheid, there's also like a class system where it's like you have the people with the ghetto augmentations kind of looking down on the people with the shiny, like the 1%ers of cybernetics, which is strange. So let's talk a little bit about the gameplay. Are we still going to have the open-ended approach where you can design your Adam Jensen like you're a stealthy guy, a smooth talker, or just a walking tank? What are some of the new things we can look forward to?
But I mean, it's... Human Revolution is really a really solid foundation. So no way we want to reinvent the wheel with this one. We want to build on this and fix, you know, what was a little bit weaker. So one thing we worked very hard. A lot of people told us that they had the feeling to taste everything in Human Revolution. It was better to play a kind of stealth approach, and so we worked very hard with this game to really make sure that that's not. You know, with this game, if you want to be more aggressive, it's possible, and you should not have the feeling you don't have all the game in front of you. So we worked very hard to bring the action part of the game on par with shooter. The stealth mechanic are still really, really solid. So basically, the stealth, the action, social is really important. Of course, we still have our debate. You know, hacking, exploration, RPG element, all this. It's a very complex game. You know, not complex like complicated, but it's really rich. It gives you the power to do what you want. So we really built on this, and yeah, I think it's this game is really, really solid. I'm really proud of it.
So this is going to be the first Deus Ex on the new hardware.
Yeah.
So what were we able to do on the PS4 and the Xbox One that maybe you couldn't do last time? I mean, when PC, sky's the limit, but yeah, you do have hardware limitations. But you know, working on this new hardware, what were some things that you were able to put in to say like, wow, I can't believe we were able to get away with that?
That's a kind of tricky question because honestly, from a design point of view, it's not just a question, is it more powerful and stuff like this. But one thing is really important for us is the narrative aspect. This franchise, the story is really, really important. It's a mature title in this way. So for the creative director, the narrative director, all these people, telling a story, so the show don't tell is really important. With the next gen, it's possible now that if you are in a room and there is no NPC, there is nobody, but just to be in the room watching. The empty bottle is there, so maybe the guy living here is always drunk or whatever. So it gave us the capacity to give you a story without saying anything, just watching around you. So all these, it's really possible to have all these details. It's really rich. So next gen gave us this, and of course it looks amazing. You know, special effects, the augmentation, and stuff like this. Yes, it's just much more, but it's not just this. It's the narrative aspect is now supported by all this. Yeah.
And on top of the augmentations that you can upgrade with on Adam Jensen, are there going to be any cosmetic things? Like when I look at a character, when I look at someone's Adam Jensen, would I be like, well, he's a stealth guy or he's a tank? Would there be different physical changes to him that you can kind of take a look at a glance?
Yeah, you're going to see one thing, for example, we're introducing, we call it the gun arm. So his arm will be really powerful. I told you about the action part. We wanted to, beef it up a little bit. So, for example, his arm, you can have the Tesla. So it's with the electricity, of course, Tesla. When you're going to watch the demo, you will understand what I mean with this. The Peps, it's a kind of a blast of energy, nano blade. Now you can throw the blade and stuff like this. All this, it's really visual. The Titan also is really spectacular when you are covered and you see Adam. I don't know if you saw the trailer at the end. It's not just a nice visual effects in the trailer. It's really in game, and you really, when you are with the Titan shield, you're almost invulnerable. Same thing in French, but not the same pronunciation. So the visual is there, and again with the next gen we can play with this.
And then finally, you've been with this game a while. What has been your favorite approach? Are you a stealth guy? Are you no? I got the arm cannon. I'm going to work. What's been your favorite kind of approach? How do you deal with disputes in this game? What's your preferred method?
There is two answers. There is the player in me, and there is the producer in me. So the player in me will tell you that I like to be kind of stealth, but honestly, I cannot be a perfect ghost, so it's sure I'm going to be a little bit aggressive. So it's a mix. As a producer, I really want to be stealth because stealth means that at least you're going to see everything, you're going to hear all the barks and what we recorded and stuff like this. When you play really aggressive, you're going to miss a couple of things because, but no. It's up to you, man. You play like you want.
And when can we expect Deus Ex Mankind Divided?
Next year, early next year. Awesome. I will give you a very precise date a little bit later, but it's early next year. So keep your under the tree. Ask for this title. Yeah.
I think we can read between the lines there. Simon, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Good luck on Deus Ex.
Thank you very much.
Mankind Divided.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing it.
And please come to see the demo, man.
Oh, I will do. And thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned to DualShockers.com for more fun interviews, hands-on, podcasts. We're busy. Thanks for watching. Bye.